back to Big Boy. This is a review of the Sector 9 Downhill Division Annika. This board is 40.875 inches long and 10.3 inches wide at the widest point. This board has 4 wheelbase options. Smallest being 31.6, second being 32.1, 32.6, and 33.1. So you can have whole range of lengths for your wheelbase. Right now, I have my wheelbase set farthest in the back and closest in the front. I like it like that because then I have a fairly short wheelbase, but I don't like having my trucks close in the back because my foot gets pretty far back there often. The setup I have right now is 180 Randalls with 50-degree base plates flipped, which makes it 47 degrees. 80A lime Big Zigs. I also have built-in bearings for optimum roll speed. The graphic on this board, well, it's special. As you can tell, I covered mine with stickers because I'm not a huge fan of having a scantily clad woman on the bottom of my board, and it looks legit with stickers. But I do like the yellow and black color scheme, and I really do like the Downhill Division logo. There's actually another Downhill Division logo right here, and that looks really sweet, but my foot goes there sometimes and I want to grip over it, so they got covered up. One of the main features about this board is the utterly massive W concave. Sector 9 calls it the Swedish torpedo. This W concave is great, one, because it's huge in the back, but then it completely disappears for your front foot. So then you can push fairly easily. You don't have to have a huge W under your foot because that's definitely annoying at times. And then your front foot doesn't have to sit on a massive W, but your back foot gets that great feeling of having a good W. This board is definitely long for a top mount. Most top mounts come about 38 or 36 inches long and everywhere in between. So this one's definitely long for a speed board. I like the length of this board because it definitely keeps you stable, and I like having a pretty large stance when doing some downhill. This board is just about the perfect width for tucking and speed. You're definitely not going to use this board for free ride. It's got a fairly skinny back, so it's kind of hard to do standees, and it's just a little too long. So I just have this solely set up for downhill. And this board is great for high speeds. It's pretty good for railing corners. You're not going to get the snappiness and quick turns that you would with a shorter top mount, like 38 inches or whatnot, just because it's got a lot longer of a wheelbase. I prefer the longer wheelbase for corners. I feel like it's a lot more smooth and stable turning. It's not twitchy or anything. So you can do pretty much any kind of downhill on this thing. This board does not come gripped from Sector 9, so you're definitely going to want to get some pretty coarse grip, whatever you want. Vicious. I have Vicious right now. You could of course go with like Gator Grip or whatever those random companies are that do the same thing. 1 3-sheet pack of Vicious will cover here to here. Definitely enough coverage. This board is durable. It's 8 plies of Canadian maple, so it has a fair amount of durability in it. I don't really hit it in the curves much because I'm not doing free ride, so I'm not going to do those shove-its and stuff that just wax it into curbs. This board has perfect CNC cut wheel wells, so you definitely won't get wheel bite. If you have your truck super loose, like if you wanted to carve, you would not want to run 75mm wheels on here because it's definitely possible that you could get it, but with a fairly tight setup, I have my trucks fairly tight and there's no chance that I would get wheel bite with these. These wheel cutouts also make it great for grabbing rail. It gives you a nice place to put your gloves so that you know where you are on the bottom of the board. This board is definitely worth your money. This is a pretty good quality deck. I think it's worth it. No buyer's remorse here. Works great for downhill. Really fun. Rails corners beautifully. Definitely would recommend it for a downhiller that wants a very good downhill board with a fairly long wheelbase. I'm gonna go bag another one.